The movie opens with a flashback to the events that transpired on Lake Victoria a year earlier. Once known as America's spring break capital, the lake attracted thousands of youngsters seeking sun, sand, and nonstop parties. However, a horrifying twist of fate unfolded when a long-extinct species of piranha resurfaced after 2 million years, unleashing carnage and leaving scores of young lives lost as the lake waters turned crimson with blood. Following the attack, a massive extermination program was launched which destroyed the lake's ecosystem. As a result, the local economy that depended heavily on tourism got destroyed. A year has passed since the horrific piranha attack, and the once vibrant Lake Victoria now lies eerily deserted. The surrounding properties stand vacant, and the once pristine beach is now a desolate stretch of overgrown weeds. A local news broadcast wonders the possibility of such a tragedy occurring again. And, if so, where? The scene shifts to Cross Lake in Merkin County, Arizona, where two farmers are on a desperate search for their missing cow. Guided by a single torch, they venture deeper into the lake, wading through the shallow waters and gradually sinking into the swampy mud. After a relentless search, they stumble upon the lifeless body of their cow, floating ominously on the surface. Nearby, a cluster of bright, egg-like objects bob in the water, hinting at an impending doom. As the farmers attempt to retrieve the cow using a hook, they notice its bloated belly. Then, what appears to be a fish egg pops out of the dead cow. Unfortunately, the torch suddenly stops working and they have to use a lighter to examine it. As a result, the flame from the lighter catches the gas emitting from the decaying body, and an explosion happens. Suddenly, thousands of fish eggs burst open, releasing a swarm of voracious baby piranhas. The ravenous creatures launch a relentless attack, devouring the farmers' legs and dragging them into the murky depths. In a desperate act of defiance, one of the farmers grabs a piranha and bites off its head, before succumbing to the bloodthirsty predators. In the next scene, we see Chet, the owner of a local water park, shooting a commercial for his revamped establishment. The ad campaign is filled with scantily clad models and suggestive innuendos, clearly aimed at attracting young viewers. However, the filming is interrupted by the arrival of Chet's stepdaughter, Maddie, a marine biology student, who is spending her holidays at the park. Horrified by the objectification of women in the commercial, Maddie accuses Chet of exploiting strippers as lifeguards. Unfazed by her criticism, Chet defends his business practices, claiming that he is simply trying to make a profit. As Maddie continues to explore the water park, she stumbles upon a separate adult pool section. The area is teeming with semi-naked and fully naked women lounging by the pool. Chet's relentless pursuit of profit is further evident in the presence of a condom dispenser and a strategically placed camera that broadcasts live footage of pool-goers emerging from the water. Disgusted by this blatant display of voyeurism, Maddie attempts to remove the camera, but Chet asserts his authority as the majority owner, reminding her that she has no say in the matter. Later that night, amidst the dazzling fireworks and the vibrant party atmosphere, Maddie's friends arrive at the water park for their reunion. Brooke, who has secret feelings for Maddie, attempts to express his longing about the park's former glory. Their conversation is abruptly interrupted by the entrance of Maddie's ex-boyfriend, Kyle, who is working a patrol shift as a local police officer. It appears that their relationship ended due to the challenges of a long-distance relationship, but Kyle remains eager to rekindle their romance. As a jealous Brooke silently observes, Maddie informs Kyle that her presence at the water park is merely temporary. Meanwhile, Shelby and Josh, two of Maddie's friends, are enjoying the fireworks from a secluded spot. Shelby, feeling adventurous, suggests they go skinny dipping. Without hesitation, she dives into the lake, prompting Josh to follow suit. The couple, immersed in the romantic ambience, indulge in intimate moments. However, their intimacy is abruptly interrupted when a small fish darts into Shelby's private area. Mistakenly believing it to be Josh's playful touch, Shelby quickly exits the water, followed by a bewildered Josh. Another couple, Ashley and Travis, also seek privacy in their van away from the fireworks. Travis is still under the influence of weed he smoked earlier, while Ashley seeks divine forgiveness before proceeding. She seductively handcuffs Travis to a rail. However, their romantic plans go wrong when Travis accidentally releases the handbrake, causing the van to roll into the lake. Water rapidly fills the van, and in the ensuing panic, they struggle to find the handcuff keys. Fear grips Ashley, and she escapes through a window, leaving Travis trapped inside. A swarm of piranhas descends upon Travis, their razor-sharp teeth tearing into his flesh. As the van sinks deeper into the water, Ashley desperately tries to reach Travis through the rear window. But her hope is dashed when she sees Travis's severed arm emerge from the water, a stark reminder of the piranha's deadly attack. Ashley's screams for help are unanswered as the van disappears beneath the lake's surface. The following day, the group of friends reconvenes at the water park, cleaning the remnants of last night's mess in preparation for the grand opening the following day. Maddie inquires about Travis and Ashley's whereabouts as they've been absent from the cleanup efforts. However, no one has seen them. Suddenly, Shelby throws up, much to the amusement of their friend, Big Dave. Meanwhile, the local police department retrieves the yellow van from the depths of the lake. Kyle watches intently as his colleague unlocks the van, but there are no bodies inside. Only the handcuffs remain fastened to the rail as a reminder of the van's occupants. Kyle relays the news to his friends, suggesting that Ashley and Travis are likely hiding out, fearing the repercussions of their actions. Shelby, Ashley's closest confidante, grows increasingly anxious as Ashley's phone remains unanswered. Overwhelmed by worry, Shelby seeks solace at the pier, dipping her toes into the water to calm her nerves. Maddie follows closely behind, offering words of comfort to her distraught friend. Sensing an easy meal, the piranhas rise towards the pier, their razor-sharp teeth bared. Panic-stricken, Shelby and Maddie scramble to their feet and flee towards safety. The relentless piranhas, undeterred by their escape attempt, begin to gnaw at the wooden planks of the pier, causing the structure to crumble. Shelby, caught off guard by the collapsing pier, loses her footing and plunges into the water. Just as the frenzied piranhas close in for a kill, Maddie swoops into action, pulling Shelby back to safety. As Shelby scrambles to regain her footing, the pier succumbs to the piranha's relentless assault, splitting into two halves. Shelby finds herself stranded on a precarious fragment of the pier, with the ravenous fish jumping all around her. Encouraged by Kelly's unwavering support, Shelby summons the courage to leap across. With a final surge of adrenaline, both the girls manage to land safely on the beach, hearts still pounding in her chest. However, their ordeal is far from over. A monstrous piranha emerging from the lake and lunges towards Maddie with deadly intent. With a swift move, Maddie grabs the piranha, its slimy body writhing in her grasp. Together, she and Shelby unleash a barrage of rocks upon the relentless creature, finally killing it. Barry, alerted by the commotion, rushes to the scene, his eyes widening in disbelief at the sight of the monstrous fish. Recognizing the creature as a piranha, a chill of fear runs down his spine. The realization that these deadly predators have infiltrated their peaceful lake casts a dark shadow over the upcoming water park opening. The scene shifts to Kyle driving Maddie and Brooke to meet Carl Goodman, a renowned marine biologist residing near Lake Victoria. Goodman's groundbreaking research on the piranhas of Lake Victoria had catapulted him to internet fame. When they reach his home, he is initially hesitant to engage with the young visitors. However, Goodman's reluctance goes away upon hearing Kelly's concerns about the possible return of the piranhas. The reclusive scientist reveals his theory that the piranhas are navigating through a network of underground rivers and streams, as Lake Victoria and Lake Cross are not directly connected. He showcases a fully grown piranha specimen, the subject of his year-long study, housed in his aquarium. The strength of this piranha is astounding, capable of shattering a plate of galvanized steel when sufficiently motivated. Goodman further explains that piranhas typically inhabit lakes with high sulfur activity. Since sulfur is a byproduct of chlorine treatment commonly used in urban water systems, it's plausible that the piranhas have instinctively sought refuge in the human water supply system. This revelation shocks Maddie and Barry as they realize that the water park's drainage system empties directly into Lake Cross. If the drain pipes remain opened, the piranhas could easily infiltrate the water park, transforming its grand opening into a bloodbath. The fate of the water park and its unsuspecting guests hangs in the balance as they race against time to prevent the piranhas' invasion. In a race against time, the three friends hastily return to Lake Cross under the cloak of darkness. Maddie volunteers to dive into the depths of the lake to inspect the pipes that connect the lake to the water park. Recognizing Barry's inability to swim, Maddie embarks on the perilous mission alone. The bars separating the pipes from the lake water appear intact, offering a glimmer of hope. Maddie begins her ascent towards the surface, eager to relay her findings. However, her tranquility is shattered when a piranha sinks its teeth into her leg, releasing a trickle of blood into the water. This single drop summons a voracious school of piranhas. Hearing a screaming Maddie, Kyle promptly jumps into the water and saves her. As they lie sprawled on the beach, panting and drenched, their shared problem sparks a rekindling of their past romance. In the next scene, Kyle pulls over Chet's car for speeding. However, as they converse, it becomes clear that Kyle is accepting bribes from Chet to turn a blind eye to the water park's blatant safety violations. Kyle informs Chet that the safety grates separating the lake from the water pipes are holding up, but he expresses concern about the illegal well that Chet has drilled. Despite his knowledge of the safety hazards, Kyle lets Chet off with a mere speeding ticket. After a long, hectic day, we see Kelly finally get some much-needed rest. She jumps in the bathtub and slowly drifts in and out of sleep. She dreams of the piranhas sneaking in through the water pipe and jumping at her. The long-awaited opening day for the water park finally arrives. Amidst the excitement and anticipation, renowned Baywatch actor David Hasselhoff graces the town with his presence, residing in a motel near the park. True to his flamboyant style, Hasselhoff fills his room with music and shares his affections with 2 women on his bed. Meanwhile, hundreds of eager people line up outside the water park gates, eager to experience the thrill of the newly revamped establishment. Among them is Deputy Fallon, a survivor of the tragic Lake Victoria incident, who has lost both his legs. Accompanied by his assistant, Fallon grapples with his lingering fear of water. Despite his assistant's encouragement, Fallon's courage falters, and he resorts to tossing his assistant into the swimming pool instead. Meanwhile, atop the raised podium, Chet proudly announces the arrival of David Hasselhoff, igniting a frenzy of excitement among the female crowd, who flock around him for photographs. Undeterred by the surrounding spectacle, Maddie remains focused on her task, diligently inspecting the park's operations behind the scenes. Her vigilance leads her to discover a boring well that Chet has dug behind the park. Confronting Chet, Maddie expresses her grave concern that the well could provide a direct pathway for the piranhas to infiltrate the water park's water canal system. However, Chet dismisses her worries with a dismissive wave of his hand, asserting that the well draws water from a deep underground lake, significantly increasing his profits. Unknown to everyone, the piranhas find their way into the pipes that supply water to the park through Chet's illegal boring well. Soon enough, the first piranha finds its way into the pools and bites a kid. The kid goes to his mom and complains about a piranha bite, but his mother, fed up with the talk of piranhas, dismisses him swiftly. Fortunately, a woman who also got bit by a piranha,